Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be focusing on applying nail foils using the FoilMate transfer gel and really just kind of troubleshooting and getting the best payoff for foils. We're going to go through kind of different types of foils, how to apply them, and really how to just get the best out of the nail foils that you are using. So we have tons and tons of different styles over at Glitter Planet. These are just a few of them, just to show you guys. We have, don't mind the bit, I always save the little edges because honestly it's just so much waste if you don't. I love to keep them, and you know, I'll use them somewhere along the line. We just have so many different styles. We've got the floral ones, we've got the spring, we have some new ones coming soon as well. Got our leopard print foil, which I love, so beautiful, and these are so easy to use and to create. I love our rose gold one, is like top selling, everybody absolutely loves it. All the different rose golds, and you have also a plain silver as well, and this kind of like metal dull silver, perfect set. But yeah, there's so many different types of foils that you can use. So I'm just going to show you the basic application process with the transfer foil. So I've already come in. I've got my practice tips ready. These are just the swatch sticks. I've just trimmed a few down with the tip cutters and filed them, and I've made sure to buff all of the tips as well. When you are applying the foil gel, you want to make sure you are applying it on a matte buffed surface. If you come in, say, and you apply it on top of a cured gel that has a dispersion layer, it's going to affect the product that you put on top. So what you need to do is remove that dispersion layer with the alcohol or the safe scrub, and then buff it, and then come in with your FoilMate. But anyway, we're going to go through that, but let's start off with, oh, I'll need some scissors as well, I guess, since we are, you guys are going to get used to my emails going off. I think they've gone off in literally every single video, so I'm just going to use the ornate silver scissors. And as always, I will list and link all of these nail products down below. They are available to purchase from my website. So we are a UK company and we do ship to most locations internationally as well. So I'm not going to need too much. I'm just going to trim about that much off. You literally don't need a lot of foil, especially most clients have quite short nails these days, but if they have longer nails, obviously you cut it to the length that you need. So the next step is to come in with our transfer gel. So I'm going to come in and apply this. What I'm going to do with this one actually is an ombre. So I'm going to use the leopard print foil, and then I'm going to ombre over the top of it with a cover powder. And I'm going to show you how you can really integrate the foils into your designs to make them look really, really effective. So I'm coming in, I've buffed the nail. Remember, we are working on a matte buffed surface. I'm just going to apply that. So I've got my layer of foil gel. I'm going to cure that for a full 60 seconds in the light. I'm also going to go ahead whilst that one's curing, so that we're not kind of waiting a lot in between. I'm going to come in and just do a full nail in the transfer gel. I'm going to get that cured, and then we can do one of these see-through or transparent gels on top of here. So you really want to make sure you're getting it nice, even coat. You don't want to cap the free edge in the foil gel, just because it's not really for strength or, you know, holding on to designs. It's just literally for us to apply that foil. When we come to top coat, we will encapsulate with that around the free edges. So I'm just curing that one. Now when you're curing, you want to make sure you do a full 60 seconds. Once you've done that full 60 seconds, you're going to come in and you're going to allow that a further 30 to 60 seconds just to get tacky. So you'll notice that it's not completely like tacky to start with. it will be like a little bit sticky. So I'm going to just set that aside, allow it to dry a little bit further. I didn't dust off my nail pops properly, so they're a bit bumpy, but hopefully we'll be fine just for demonstration purposes. But yeah, if you're obviously working on a client, you want to make sure you remove the dust 100% or as best as you can. Oh, look at that. That is pretty. Perfect for spring and summer. So I'm going to do this one on my long nail that I just did. So I'm going to pop that to the side. I love the fact that our foils come in like handy cases as well. So you can really just, you know, wind it back up, get it back in there. And the sets are just fun for your clients to choose from. Or your friends or yourself. So that one's curing. I'm going to come in. Where have I put my leopard one? Oh my golly gosh, there it is. So we've got our foil. I'm going to apply that. And you want to apply quite a lot of pressure. So I'm just going to grab a hold of one of our pushers. And I'm going to come in and start kind of pushing that foil onto the nail into the transfer gel. Now the gel has dried at this point, or it is tacky, but what we want to do is make sure that that image really transfers onto the nail and we don't miss any spots. I mean, you might find that you have the odd spot missing, and the way to kind of get around that is by using a corresponding colour underneath that will go with the gel, with the foil. So for example, if I applied a brown or a black gel underneath this and I had any spots missing, you wouldn't even be able to tell. So it's really trying to figure out how to work with them and work with them well. But the more you do it, the better you get at kind of putting these things together and just really processing how to use products. But hopefully my demonstrations can help you guys figure some things out. I know a lot of you were struggling with foils, so you can see that design is already coming off. I just love to make sure that I've got all the areas. I hate it when I've missed a spot. So there you have it. Can you see how well our transfer gel is? I've missed a bit here. Like I said, if I would have put a corresponding gel underneath, it would have came off. You don't want to kind of take it off and put it back on, because it doesn't always then grab that. And you can see where I've not removed my dust, where all them bubbly bits are, but you get the gist. This is a beautiful transfer of a leopard print and it looks absolutely stunning, beautiful. Now, to come in with our cover powder over the top of this, we're going to need to add a protective layer to our foil. Okay, so we're going to use super gloss to apply a protective layer over the top of our foil. And all this is going to do is really protect that image and make sure that it's not going to be smudged away or ruined when we come to add our acrylic over the top, because sometimes I know, again, some of you have been struggling with that. On my original foil ombre video, I'm going to cure that in the light. On my original video, I didn't use anything to protect the foil. It was more about the technique of using the acrylic. But I do understand that obviously some people find it a bit difficult. So this is an alternative way by adding that top coat over the foil. So I have my clear pop stick here. We've got the transfer gel on there. And we're going to come in with this gorgeous floral foil. I think about there. I'm going to again use my pusher, and this would look stunning over the top of a colour or even glitter. It would look stunning over a full glitter nail. But we're just going to work that foil onto the nail, and I'm going to show you in a second, because a lot of people do struggle actually with which way up to apply the foil to the nail. Sometimes they'll feel like this side of the image needs to go on to the foil, so upside down. But can you see how we have a dull side here? This is the back side of the foil, and that is what you want to place on so that the design is facing you. If you put it upside down, you just simply won't get a transfer, and you might think, oh, it's not working, but it is. It's just the fact that obviously you've applied it upside down, so the image can't lift off. Just really making sure to get in there, get all these pressed on. Like I said, I didn't remove all of my dust, so this pop stick's a little bit bumpy. I'm gonna wipe off my other ones before I proceed, but just so you guys can see how we use the clear transfers. Hopefully it's staying in focus for you guys, because honestly I feel like it's going out so much. Once we've done that, we can come in. You can add any extra details on here as well. Whilst we're at this stage, feel free to kind of paint, add any little dots or flecks of glitter. So for example, if I get this dry, you can buff it and then carry on working on top of it. There's really so much you can do with foils that people don't realise, and they're just so beautiful to work with and super, super delicate. So I'm going to cure that one. Let's admit it didn't turn out the best, but we still had a good go at it. Let me wipe off. I need to wipe off my other tips before I carry on, because I don't want all of these being a disaster. Because what happens when you file is bits get stuck into the crevices of the nail, and that then drags out into either your top coat or the polish that you're drying. So if you think, oh, I've got bits on my nail, but you've dusted it off, that's the reason why. If you don't come in and kind of get into those crevices and remove the dust, it's still kind of hiding in the middle of those little scrapey bits that you've just made. Okay, so we have the leopard print foil here. How stunning does that look? So pretty. And I'm just going to come in with a buffer. And all I'm going to do is buff this surface so that it's matte. That way we can come in with our acrylic over the top. Wipe it down again, get rid of any dust, and then I'm going to use some Perfect Pink, and I already have my liquid at the ready. If you guys are enjoying this video as well, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment down below and share as well into any nail groups that you might be in. It just helps me out, but it also helps other people out as well if they were struggling with foil application. So I'm just getting a bead of acrylic, I'm applying it at the cuticle. I'm going to push it up the nail to make sure that is nice and even. Keep the product contained into the area that you want it, and then I'm going to gently blend that down the nail. You could definitely go ahead and add some glitter as well. That would look really, really stunning. Or you can just leave it as it is, which I think again it looks really, really pretty as well. Gorgeous and gorgeous. So I'm just going to open my clear acrylic. I've got the big jar. And I'm just going to cap the whole nail so that I can come in and file and shape it. And there we have it, super, super pretty. We have the other floral one that we did as well, which again, absolutely stunning. And then for the next one, I'm going to show you another way of applying, because if you don't want to use a transfer foil, you can just come in. Sorry about that, guys, I was turning around then, I'm not sure if you heard me. So if you don't want to use a transfer foil, you can come in. I'm going to choose Dusty Pink. Such a gorgeous gel colour. So we've done our prep. Imagine we've prepped our client's nails, we have applied our base, and now we're coming in with colour. So this is, like I said, Dusty Pink. Such a gorgeous, beautiful colour. I'm just going to apply that to the nail. Just one coat. Super pigmented is our gel range. So this is just one coat of that Dusty Pink. Absolutely gorgeous. Such a favourite. Like, everybody always seems to get it in their collections. I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. And whilst I'm doing that, I'm going to come in and we're going to choose from the rose gold foil set. So you do get gold and silvers in here as well, but I think I'm gonna go with a little snippet of that one. Where have I put my scissors? I know this as well, this filming style, guys, is kind of, you know, all over the place, but I really wanted it to feel like you were sat around my desk with me, you know, working out the designs and just going through and explaining everything. I didn't want it to feel really structured. I feel like sometimes that can take away from the learning process as well. So I like to really explain things and really try and get that across to you guys, especially if you're trying to learn more about products and how to use them, and just get some inspiration as well at the same time. So I've gone ahead, that's done a full cure for 60 seconds. So I'm not going to apply a transfer gel to this at all, but we are going to use this rose gold and we're going to do an all over kind of scattered foil effect. And all I'm going to do for that is like that. I'm literally going to take the foil and I'm going to press it in. Can you see how stunning that looks? It's kind of like a rustic, stunning look. And this is one of my absolute favourite ways to apply foil as well. I think it's such a gorgeous, I'm trying to see, I'm making sure that you guys can really see. It just looks absolutely gorgeous. This on a feature finger and accent nail. Yes, please. And all we're doing is literally pressing on and pulling away, like snapping it away really, really quickly so that that foil transfers on to our nail. Again, you want to make sure that this side is facing you, not this side. Some people think that the rose gold section would need to touch the nail for it to transfer, but that isn't the case. The top bit is just the protective film, and then the design is printed on, and this side is the back. So if you are having struggle, you find that it's not transferring, maybe try and flip it around, because it could be that. So that is that one. And then I'm going to come in, and I think I'm just going to apply, let me see, they're also pretty. Oh, that's a nice pretty spring one. I think I'll go with this one. Just finding the edge and then getting a little snip. So I'm going to do a full colour for this one, but I'm going to do it over the top of gel. Again, you can do it over acrylic as well. You just do it in the same way that I'm about to show you with the gel. You just follow the same process but with acrylic. So I'll get to that. Let me just pop this away. And let me choose a gel that will go with that nicely. Probably going to be Frozen. It's a pastel blue and it's got kind of similar, you know, shades. So we'll go with that one. You could also choose a pink or a lilac for this as well, because that would go nicely. So I'm just going to do one coat of that pastel blue gel. It doesn't need to be super opaque. All we are doing is creating a base so that if any spots are missing from our foil transfer, it's going to still look fabulous. So I'm going to do a full cure for 60 seconds. Just pop the lid on there. Whilst we wait for that to cure as well, we can come it in and I'll top coat the other ones that we've done. If there are any other questions as well that you guys have about foil gels, link them, post them down below. I will get through those, and I'll either do like a question and answer video, so I'll film the answers as a video, or I will do like a part 2 answering questions as well as demonstrating like the answers, as you know what I'm saying. Hopefully that makes sense. That was like so long-winded. Here is our acrylic ombre. I'm going to show you how I would resolve. Can you see the bits that I missed? I'm going to show you how to resolve that as well in a second. You can't resolve it after you've done it, but how to avoid it is what I'm going to show you. Okay, so now I have my cured blue gel. I'm just going to use some Safe Scrub just to remove the tacky layer. Give it a nice scrubbity scrub, get rid of that. I'm then going to come in and I'm going to use a buffer, sponge buffer, and I'm just going to gently buff that shine. So I'm not going to take the colour off, so you don't want to apply much pressure, but we're just gently buffing the shine so that the foil gel has got something to hold on to. If we go straight in with a foil gel over this, it's just going to literally not have much of a bond to the product underneath it, and that's going to cause some issues. I then would come in just ever so slightly with a 180 grit file, and again I'm not removing any of that product, I'm simply scratching the surface of the polish so that I can apply the foil gel. There we have it. I'm going to remove that dust, and you can clearly see that we still have that product on there, and I'm going to apply a nice thin layer of the Foil Mate transfer gel. So I wanted to show you guys as well a little issue that you may find if you've applied your foil gel too thick, which I have just gave you a great example. You will get this wrinkling. That goes with coloured gels or top coats as well. If you apply too thick and it's not meant to be applied too thick or in the thick layers, you will get this issue. No problem for this, I'm literally just doing a demo, but if you come into that issue, it means that you've applied too much and you needed to have it thinner. As you can see up here, there is completely no wrinkling. It's just towards the edge where I didn't wipe off the excess product. But now I'm going to come in with my foil gel, and I'm still going to attempt to apply it over the top of that wrinkling, and we'll see how we go. So I'm just using my pusher and pushing down that foil into my transfer gel. Another question I get from you guys following me and people following my Instagram and things, and nail technicians or hobbyists, people just doing their own nails and friends, is how to get the foil gel or foil transfers to last. Sometimes they're having issues with the product where it's peeling or just not lasting very well. Of course, if you've capped an acrylic, you shouldn't have any issues, but when working with gel polish like this, I advise, like I said, when applying the foil mate or any foil gel, do not cap the sides. So don't bring your brush around and cap the sides with the foil gel. It's not designed to do that. What you need to do is just cap with your top coat when you come to seal in that product. So we're going to remove the foil. Look at that, like the transfer is just amazing. And to be honest, where I had that wrinkling, I've managed to still get a really nice transfer, and it looks super, super pretty. And it really, I find it so important to apply that pressure with something hard, not just rubbing with your finger. It just makes sure that you get everything transferred. So I'm going to come in, top coat that with our super gloss, and I'll show you what I mean when I mean by sealing in the edges, capping those edges. So first off, of course, you want to just seal the whole design to start with, make sure everything's covered. And then we're going to seal those edges. So you want to take your brush and run it under, so half of it's going under. So you can see, I'm just going to show you on the other side, it's encasing around the free edge so that it's holding on to the nail, not just on top, and it's going to make it a lot sturdier. So let me get close up for you guys so you can see how that transfer turned out. How stunning and delicate is that? That looks absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to cure that, and then I'm going to, like I said, show you how I would resolve the issue with the transfer on the leopard print. So I already went ahead and got my Midnight Black gel polish. So like I said, to use a corresponding colour underneath is ideal, because if you get any spots that you are missing where you have little gaps, you can see at this side, there's so many little gaps there that I missed, you would use a corresponding colour to kind of blank that out. So just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to show you guys how it looks now. And if we'd have used a black base underneath, I'm going to show you how that would also look. So I'm simply just going to apply it under this practice tip just to give the effect that we applied it as a base. Can we see? We have no issues now of that peeping through. It looks like it was a solid transfer, even though a tiny bit didn't transfer. So I'll cure that in the light, and then we can come in. So with the clear ones as well, you could come in and add glitter. Another way I love to use them is by doing a transfer and then sugaring a glitter over the top. That looks absolutely stunning. But yeah, if you guys have any questions at all regarding the Glitter Planet Foil Mate Transfer Gel, let me know. I'm here to answer and help you out with using this product. I feel like I've covered quite a lot, like we've got down to doing quite a lot, you know, getting through it all. I've answered quite a few questions. We've gone through different application methods, different ways to use different types of foil. So I'm hoping that I've covered, you know, the majority of questions that you may have. But if not, let me know. We can get down to it. So these are the demos that I've just done in today's video. I'm loving all of them. Like, they all look so gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Don't even ask me what that accent were. I don't even know. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Like I said, any questions, leave them below. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you didn't already. check out my beginners playlist. I'd love, love, love if you could go and binge watch all of those videos, because I've been putting in the work for you guys. I am giving you all of the tips, all of the tricks, all of the knowledge. If there's any videos you want to request, hit me up on Instagram, give me a DM, comment, I don't know, get in touch with me. I'm on the internet, you know, somewhere. Let me know what you want to see and I will be sure to cover that lesson or a class. It's just an informal sit down at my nail desk with me, but we're going to discuss things in depth, in detail, and really troubleshoot products and how to use them, create, and all of that good stuff. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, please remember that you are bomb.com, lit as fuck, and don't ever let anybody tell you any different, because you've got this, and I love you. Mwah. Bye. Also guys, the foils and gel that I used, I will be sure to link in the description box so you guys can get them as well, and I'll pop my discount code in there too. Bye.